We've got the old top-down view. Why does everything look really wonky? I'm just going to make a quick cold brew. I wanted to do a cold brew. So, have I got everything? Yes, I do. And we're just going to do the top-down. What a life! What a life indeed. Drones are actually males and they have no function except eating and mating. That's Kelthraz's ideal life. Although they do have to do all the work, right? They have to do most of the work in the hive. Plus, they have the innate instinct, or all bees have the innate instinct of to just attack anything that comes in. They don't do all the work. Okay, fair enough. Well, I don't know my bee facts. Hey there, just a quick reminder. This is a recording of a stream I did on Twitch. If you like this and want more live content, come join the chat and the great community over on Twitch. I stream every week Monday, Friday and Sundays. Or follow me on my socials for any changes or extra streams. Okay, thanks, and here's the video. Anyway, right, so cold brew. For anyone who is interested in coffee and cold brew, I'm going to be using this nice little cheesecloth bag, which is used for various things, filtering and whatnot. You can make milk and stuff from like nuts and whatnot in these, I think. Very cheap thing to do, but it's basically just a fabric filter, much like any filter you use in coffee. And cold brew is surprisingly made with cold water. No hot water involved at all. If it involves hot water, it's iced coffee. So you make it hot and then you put it over ice. That's iced coffee. It's different from cold brew. Cold brew, as per the name, is brewed cold. And by cold, I mean room temperature, not fridge. Don't put it in the fridge. It won't extract as well and it will taste a bit weird. It's room temperature. And because it's room temperature, it doesn't extract as quickly, hence why you leave it for over a day. I have some very cheap coffee here. Sunday Blend. Got this from Lidl. And the reason I got this is because it's kind of doing the same, I assume, the Lazy Sunday from Taylor's, which is the only coffee really I drink. If I'm going to get something from a supermarket, I would get Taylor's Lazy Sunday because it's my favourite. It's the nicest one. It's nice and mellow. It's not too dark, not too light. It's a good all-round one. So I thought, I'll try out Lidl's own blend. So that's what we're doing. Moss, hello. The only time your penis explodes and you die. That's a nasty way to go, but whew, going out with a bang, hey? Drones just eat and sleep. Worker bees do the work. So are worker bees female? And when winter comes, they chase the drones out of the hives so they can starve and freeze. Right. Bee facts. Bee fact of the day. The males get a really rough deal. Well, I don't know, if they only eat and mate, I guess. It's not that bad. So with a cold brew, you use kind of coarse ground, which is why this is pre-ground stuff. It should be perfectly fine. Something like the kind of what you'd put into a French press, if not even coarser. You don't want to do it too fine because you'll get sediment. You'll filter through this stuff, and it doesn't really add. It doesn't like extract quicker or anything. There's no need for that. So you just want to leave it, and you can leave it for 24 hours. You can leave it up to 36 hours if you want like a concentrate, and then you'd put like just water in that. So you'd fill half a cup of concentrate, half a cup of cold water or chilled water for a cold brew if it's been like 36 odd hours. The longer you leave it, obviously, the more extracted it is. But I'm going to try it for 24 hours because I want some tomorrow. And what I'll do is I will put it in this container. It needs lots of room to like mix and breathe and, extracting the water, and then I'll take the bag out. I might actually even filter it using my either an AeroPress filter or my metal filter, just to get any sediment out, and then I'll transfer it to this, which will go in the fridge. There we go. So I'm gonna just dump all this in, and we're gonna measure how much it is in terms of, you can't actually see that measurement there, can you? No. No, you can't, it doesn't matter. I've already had a cup of this hot today. Bag's about, it says 227 grams, so it should be about 210, 215 apparently, not bad. That's all I've gone. And then the ratio, depending on how strong you want it, and you can play about with this, it's usually a 1 coffee to 6 water if you want it strong, or 1 to 8 is the average, but you could go as much as 1 to 10. So I've got 210-ish in there, so I think I've already measured out about 1.5 litres, which would give me, I think it's actually 1.6 litres, which will give me about a 1 to 8, which is what I want. So I just do that in there, and I'm gonna tie it up, and I like to wrap it around a couple of times and stuff just to make sure it's nice and tight. And you can reuse these bags as much as you want. Wash them out, stick them in the washing machine, then rinse them. Make sure there's no soap in there, obviously, otherwise it'll taste weird, but you can reuse them. Right, let's just reset this. No, I've put it onto ounces. I don't want ounces. Here, there you go. I will do it so you can sort of see that. Right, and then you just fill it up. I'm hoping this will take all the water. Oh, yes. Just a little bit over. That's fine because it was 210. And then I'm just going to try and prod that down. It'll slowly then, just trying to massage it a little bit, and it'll slowly go in, and it'll actually start dropping. So it starts at the top, and it will just slowly absorb the water, and after about 24 hours you've got cold brew. Job done. Quite an easy thing to do. Ew, ounces, I know, right? Who would do ounces? Worker bee is female, yes. Human genders don't really like, yes, I know, yeah, I know. We put our genders on everything else when sometimes they have both, sometimes they have kind of half of each, it's weird. Sometimes things change. Sometimes there's a third secret gender. For those living in backward countries in the US, for ounces, yeah. I mean, the UK still uses ounces and stuff occasionally for weird measurements. I'm actually going to get my little stirrer here and give this a good prod. There you go, there's a little bit of air in there that'll slowly come out. Oh yes. In fact, I might just like prod that down like that. Keep it submerged. Oh, maybe not, because it's going to push itself back up. Oh, it really is. The oxygen will come out. There you go. Lots of room to breathe, room temperature for 24 hours. What I'll do is, before going to bed tonight, I might give it a good mix, and then when I wake up in the morning, give it another mix, and then by about 1 PM tomorrow, it will be ready. I mean, if you go for 22 hours, 26 hours, it's not going to make much difference. But there we go. That is today's coffee tutorial, cold brew. Very easy to do. I mean, you don't need really good coffee to do it. You can do it with half decent coffee, let's say, like that stuff I've just got from Lidl, which was cheap coffee, but it'll taste pretty good through a cold brew because cold brew doesn't extract as many of the acidity and has a more mellow sort of taste, chocolatey taste. It's quite good. And you can obviously make things like iced drinks from that, or you could just drink it straight. I tend to put some milk in there and some ice and just have like an iced, I say latte, it's not a latte, but you know what I mean. There we go. Any questions before I move on to the game? Nope, cool. That's the end of coffee time.